Hello, Nigerians. Look around you. Can you feel the tension, the uncertainty? I have spent over 2 decades observing the ebb and flow of our nation, and I can tell you, we stand at a precipice, not a hypothetical one, but a real tangible threat. We're not talking about distant possibilities. We're talking about stark reality, one that's been meticulously analyzed, modeled, and predicted. We are talking about Nigeria 2026, the year all hell breaks loose. It is not fear-mongering. It is a wake-up call. Imagine this: credit rating implemented, international lenders cutting us off, banks collapsing, and your hard-earned savings frozen. Imagine your family struggling to find food, medicine, fuel. Picture our street descending into chaos, law and order breaking down, and our children's future stolen. This isn't fiction. This is the chilling prediction of advanced model, analyzing our current economic, political, and social trajectory. A 75% probability of financial collapse by September 2026. Let this sink in. We're talking about a potential default on our debts.
As we prepare to go into the year 2025, the country's debt profile raises concerns. Currently, Nigeria has a debt burden of 134.3 trillion naira, which is about $91.3 billion. That's as of the end of the second quarter of 2024.
Hyperinflation that make basic necessities unaffordable, and a government unable to pay its own worker. We're talking about a nation in free fall, and the consequences will be devastating for every single one of us. How did we get here? Decades of reckless borrowing.
To raise the sum of $2.2 United States dollars provided as new external borrowing in the 2024 Appropriation Act to part finance the budget deficit of about 9.17 trillion.
Unchecked spending, systemic corruption, and failed leadership. Our leaders have consistently ignored the warning signs, prioritizing short-term gains over long-term stability instead of decisive action. We see empty rhetorics and reactive measures.
The provision of the Section 305 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, to declare a state of emergency in Rivers State with effect from today, 18th March, year 2025, and I so do.
President Tinubu, the National Assembly, they can no longer afford to dismiss this warning as mere alarmism. They must acknowledge the gravity of the situation. The time for complacency is over. We need a fundamental shift in our approach. But there is hope. This collapse is preventable. We must break free from debt spiral, eliminate wasteful spending, and prioritize physical discipline. Subsidies that benefits the elites must end. Resources must be redirected to education, agriculture, healthcare, and infrastructure. We need debt restructuring, economic diversification, and a more efficient government. We need to empower entrepreneurs, not stifle them with red tape. And most importantly, we must tackle corruption head-on, not with empty promises, but with the harshest penalties, a death sentence if the case may be, for those who loot our nation's resources. This is not about being harsh. It is about saving our future. This is what the Social Democratic Party Save Nigeria's project is all about. It's about uniting young Nigerians and all citizens to demand accountability and drive change through active political participation. We need a new Nigeria built on strong national ideology and excellent political process. Dear Nigerians, the fate of our country rests in our hands. Will we stand idly by as our nation disintegrates, or will we rise and demand accountability? Will we join the Patriot coalition powered by the Social Democratic Party and work together to build a Nigeria that works for all? The time for action is now. Join the discussion. Let your voice be heard. Let us unite and save our nation. Let Nigeria work. Join the Social Democratic Party Save Nigeria project today. We can and we must build a better future together. SDP progress.